What's up? Welcome back to another video. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and click the post notification so you can get my future videos. As you can see by the title, you already know what this video is going to be about, so I don't have to really explain to y'all. I just want to get into the video. But before I get to the video, I apologize about the way I look right now because I look like a hot mess. But I'm tired and I did not feel like getting all dressed up for this video. So I wrote down some notes so I won't forget or leave anything out, because if you know me, if you've seen my videos before, y'all know I be having my note shit because I be forgetting a lot of shit. So let's just start this video. So the first thing I do want to talk about is how I found out. Of course, how I found out. So I found out, like, it was just one day. It was last month. What you call it? I was waiting for my period, of course. Like, I didn't have no symptoms. That's one. Like, my first pregnancy, I had symptoms, but I didn't pay no mind. But this time I didn't have no symptoms. Like, so I didn't really think too much about a missed period, because usually my period is like a couple days early or a couple days late, so I didn't really think too much about it. And plus I didn't have no symptoms, so it was like it was just this one day. Like, I waited a couple days after my period was like, and I was just like, okay, I'm just, you know, buy a dollar store pregnancy test, because, you know, I'm not about to spend a whole lot of money on no pregnancy test, whatever. So I went to the store and I just bought a pregnancy test that came with two. And I'll insert a picture somewhere on the screen if I find a picture of the pregnancy test for the after results. But if I don't, then you won't see it on the screen. So yeah, I was hesitant to take it because, like, I felt kind of dumb, because, like, my period is usually late or early, and on top of that I have no symptoms, so I felt like I was just being dramatic. So that day, that same day when I bought it, I left it in my house and I went to work and everything. Like, okay, like, you know, I had to think about if I really wanted to take it or not. So I did it, yada yada. I came home from work and I was just like, I was about to take a shower, and then I was just like, you know what, fuck it, like, you know, I already bought it, you know, I'm not gonna waste my dollar something. Like, I'm gonna just take the test. So fast forward, I take the test, I go in the bathroom, take the test, blah blah blah. I took the test and then I put it on the sink, and then I didn't really care, because, like, I felt like I wasn't, so I was just like, okay, like, whatever, I'm gonna just leave it here. So, you know, I get up, blah blah, whatever. I look at the test, and that it said it had 2 lines on it, like, and I'm just looking at it like, how is this possible? Like, I know how is it possible, but I'm just saying, how is it possible so fast? Like, I'm saying so fast because of how it happened. Like, it just happened so fast, and I'm just like, I know I didn't sleep with anybody else. Like, so it's like, what? Like, what the fuck? So, I ain't gonna lie, I started crying because I was so scared. Like, I was so fucking scared. So I started crying. Before I could even tell my boyfriend, I was just crying and crying, and I just couldn't stop crying. I'm just like, yo, like, this is really, like, this is serious. Like, I had to take both of them, because that first one I was just like, nah, this is, like, you know, like, very in denial, and I was just like, nah, this can't be. So I took the other one came out 2 lines again. So yeah, I was crying. Let me fast forward. Then I told him, and I didn't really like his reaction, but, you know, I feel like no guy, boy, whatever, is ever ready to be a parent, no matter the age, no matter anything. Like, they're just gonna feel some type of way, but they won't tell you. I feel like they just won't tell you that. Like, but whatever, that's just what it is. Okay, so the only people I had told when I found out was him and those 2 people. So those are the only 2 people I had told for a long time, like a while. So next topic, because I don't want this video to be too long and I don't want to do too much editing on this video either. Okay, so the beginning struggle, I want to talk about how it was in the beginning. So basically, long story short, the hospital was giving me a runaround. Now if you live in Brooklyn or you're from New York or whatever, it's this hospital called Woodhull Hospital, and that's the hospital that I'm by. It's the hospital I'm close by. So I went there and I'm still going there, whatever. But if you know, then you know. Then you know about the hospital. So they were just giving me the runarounds, like telling me a whole bunch of possibilities. Like nobody was giving me a straightforward answer. Like, and if you seen my video before on my first pregnancy, you know I had a miscarriage. So if you haven't seen that video, it would be down in the description box down below. But I had a miscarriage with that. So with this pregnancy, you know, like I'm scared. Like, you feel me? Like I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if my body is still prepared or not prepared yet to even have a child. So they was just giving me the runaround, all these possibilities, like what it could be. Like they got my weeks wrong, they got everything was just wrong. Like they just, I felt like they didn't know what they was doing. They wasn't experts on pregnancy. They just didn't know. They wasn't educated on what was going on, because they just didn't give me no answers at all. Like, mind you, TMI, but I was bleeding for a month straight from the time I found out until like a couple weeks ago. So like, it was a full month. I was bleeding for a full month, and they did not know why I was bleeding. Let me just say that. They didn't know why I was bleeding. They didn't know where it was coming from. And I did ultrasounds, abdominal and, you know, vagina ultrasounds. I did both of those. I had plenty of those, and they still couldn't tell me what was going on. All they could tell me was the possibilities. So the 3 possibilities they gave me, if I could remember, was an early pregnancy, miscarriage waiting to happen, or what was it? It was either I'm not really pregnant, or an ectopic pregnancy. If you don't know what that is, then look it up, because I'm not finna, you know. But yeah, they gave me those 3 possibilities of what it could be going on, and it was just a waiting game. Like, if you ever been through this, if you're a female, you've been pregnant before, and you ever been through this, then you know that waiting game is no joke, to know what's going on with you, your baby, and inside of your body. Alright, so I'm back to finish this video. It's a brand new day. It's a whole like week later, and the reason why I didn't continue this video is because I stopped it, and then I started talking to my mom, and then I just didn't want to come back to the video, and then it got late. I have a ring light. I'm about to show you my ring light. Hold on. I have a ring light, and I still haven't used it yet, but I will soon. But I just been lazy, like. But I'm gonna get back to this video. I last left off where what they said. Like, I told y'all what they said the 3 possibilities could be, and like it was just a crazy month that I was going through. January to February, it was just all crazy, just in and out of the hospital every 2 days. They kept just checking me, checking my pregnancy hormones, make sure that they're doubling every 2 to 3 days, and they was doing pap smears. Like, they was just like, I had a whole lot of ultrasounds, and it was just crazy. But I'm glad that that's over and stuff, because I was going nuts. I felt like it was never gonna end. Like, I just felt like it was just never gonna end. Like, that's really just how I felt. Like, I was just over it. It was at one point that I did actually start drinking, because I just believed it was gonna just be another miscarriage. So I just started drinking, and yeah, but that was only for one day, and then I had to really sit down and realize, like, okay, they didn't really pronounce that it was a miscarriage yet. They just gave me possibilities. So I was just going through so much. But the next thing I want to talk about is, how did I tell my parents? Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, I waited. Like, I waited till it was like almost, no, I waited till like it was kind of official to know that, how can I say this? I feel like I'm not in 100% safe zone yet, but I kind of waited till I kind of was, if you get what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying. If you know pregnancy, you know there's a safe zone. Like 1 to 12 weeks is where miscarriages happens the most. The earliest will be like the 4 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks or something like that. But I was really trying to just wait it out to see, because I already had one miscarriage, and I'm pretty sure everybody was upset and sad about it. And then I didn't want that to happen again, you know. Like, if I was, God forbid, if I was going through another one, I wanted to go through it not by myself, but you know, like, I just didn't want to have anybody else in that type of pain as well, like before. So I waited till I was in a safe zone. I got in the safe zone, and that's when, well, I feel like in a way I was kind of forced to tell my mom, because I was just scared to tell her. Like, I was so scared to tell her, because I don't know, I just thought she was going to say something crazy about it. Like, I don't know, like this. Honestly, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I really thought I was going to get kicked out, period. I really thought I was going to get kicked out when I told her, so that's why I was so hesitant to tell her. But I was kind of forced to tell her, because I'm not going to say why, because like that's a whole nother thing. But it was this Saturday. She's off on weekends, so it was just Saturday. I had came from the doctor that Friday, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell her. Like, I was just texting my boyfriend, like, I'm just gonna tell her, like, I'm just so tired, I'm just gonna tell her. I felt like that was just like a big weight that was on me, so I just had to let it go. So that Saturday came, and I came home. I think I had went somewhere, then I came back home, and then I was just sitting in the living room. My sister already knew, you know, that I was pregnant, but she didn't say anything, you know. She keeps secrets, y'all. So I was just in the living room, and my sister was in there, and I was showing her the picture, baby picture and stuff of the baby, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna tell her. I was telling my sister, I'm gonna tell her today, I'm gonna tell her right now, you know, like, just get it over with. And I was so scared, and she could see it in my face that I was so scared. Like, I felt like I was about to start crying, like, and I held back tears, boy. Like, that was so hard, because I really held back them tears, like, so hard. Like, I never held back tears that hard before in my life. Like, usually I just let them out, but for some reason I just couldn't. Nah, bro, like, I really just can't stop crying right now. Like, I just can't. And then she gave me a hug. My sister gave me a hug, and she was like, I'll be here with you. Like, she just made everything so much more comfortable. Mind you, y'all, she's only 12 years old. So after that, I waited till like 10 minutes past, because I had to get my thoughts together, get myself together and everything. And then I was like, all right. My mom went in her room. My sister was in the living room with me. I was like, go tell mom to come here. So that's where my mom come. I told her, come sit. Like, I was like, you can't see, but like, this is the sofa. And I was like, so just picture that in your head. I was just like, come sit, take a seat, I gotta talk to you about something. And I was just, my heart was just like, I'm surprised I didn't see my heart popping out my chest, because that's how hard it was beating. But the way I did it to my mom was, I had a picture, the picture I showed my sister, the picture of the baby I had in my hand. Like, I folded it and I had it in my hand. I was like this, and I was like, she was like, what happened? I was just like, my words got stuck. So I was gonna say something before I gave it to her, but I was just like, my words got stuck, and I was just like, open your hand. She was like, and I put it like this, closed her hand, went like this, and then I was like, open it. I was like, open it, and she opened it, and then that's how I told her. I wish I could have caught her reaction on camera. Like, I was just going through so much, like, so much was going through my head, like, Like, I didn't think to pick up the camera and even record anybody's reaction. Like, I just, like, I guess it was just in a moment thing. But she was very supportive. Like, honestly, I did not expect, I expected the worst. I really did. That I didn't expect nothing positive to come out, me telling her. That's just what it was. But I was wrong. I was wrong though, because she was very supportive. Like, wow, she was just asking me about my plans, what I wanted to do, if I wanted to stay home and while I have the baby and stuff. And like, she was just so supportive. Like, like, wow. Like, she even told me, like, you know, like, I might have to take over at first because I'm not gonna know what I'm doing, which is very true, because, you know, it's gonna be my first child. I'm not gonna know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out as time goes by. But it was just, it felt good. Like, after I told her, it just felt so good. Like, I felt like a huge weight has been lifted off my back. Like, oh my god, like, that whole day I just wanted to be around my mom. Like, I was supposed to go to work that day and I called out just to be with her. Like, I was just with her, my mom. I was with my mom, sister, and grandmother that day. We went out to eat and everything. Like, it was just, it was great. That's all I can say. It was great. It was very cold that day, but it was very, very great. So that's how I told my mom. My dad blew text. I texted them, send them a picture. I was just like, guess what? Well, I will insert a picture of the text somewhere on the screen if I can find it. All I really did was say, guess what? And he was just like, what? Then I sent him a picture of the same picture I showed my mom, my sister, and he was just like, you serious? And it just went from there. Like, if y'all don't know, my dad don't live like with out here in the state I live in. He live in a whole nother state, so I couldn't just, you know, just go to him and just show him just like I did with my mom. So the only way was to do text, so that's what I did. And he took it a little differently than my mom. He was just thinking like he's old now. Like, that's all he was thinking about. I didn't like his reaction because all he was thinking about was himself and how old he is now. Now he feels old, blah blah blah. It was old this, old that, old this, old that. And I was just like, okay, like, I don't know what you expected. Like, I'm not young, I'm not old, I'm a good age. I'm about to be 23, just in case I don't know. So it's like, it was gonna happen sooner or later. So, and I never wanted to be an old mother in the first place. So I never wanted to be a real young mom, but I never wanted to be an old mother either, you know. So, and that's how I told both of them. So the last thing I want to talk about is why I'm not going to be talking about my pregnancy anymore. I'm not going to be posting pictures of myself being pregnant. I'm not going to do anything that I was going to do. Everything I was going to do, I was going to post pictures of myself with, you know, my cute little baby bump and all that extra stuff, like, you know, like regular females do. But I just changed my mind. And I changed my mind because it was a post. If you have me on Facebook, it was a post that my boyfriend made because he was so excited. He just couldn't wait to post. And I gave him the okay. I did give him the okay to post the, you know, the picture. So he posted the picture of the baby, and, you know, he said a lot of cute stuff, and it was the cutest thing. But it was some people that was negative. And for me, when it comes to certain things, negativity is hard to ignore. Like, and this is a big thing for me. Like, I feel like this is a big thing for me, and that's just that. So, like, negative comments or all that will get to me really easily and really quickly. Like, usually I don't let anything get to me. I don't. Like, it's easy for me to block stuff out. I'm trying not to curse, y'all. To block stuff out, to ignore things. But when it comes to this is something that's very sensitive to me. So the negative shit is just, the negative stuff is just too much for me. And I was just like, nah. Like, people was telling my boyfriend stuff like, oh, like how he just posted it for likes or views, or, you know, like just dumb stuff. Like, and it's just like, that's crazy. And then it was something else for his family, but I'm not gonna say too much about that. But it was just, I just felt like it was just too much negativity coming, like, and I was just like, where's the positivity at? Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of people with some positive comments, some positive things, you know, and I appreciate everyone who said something positive to me, like people that I haven't talked to in a long time. Like, I really do appreciate it, but I already made my mind up. Like, I'm not gonna be posting anything. Like, if you see me in the streets with my belly, then that's fine, but don't think like we gonna take pictures, like we gonna do, no, because we're not. We're just not. And another thing, when I do give birth, I'm not posting no pictures of my kid. I'm not posting no pictures of no hand, no leg, no hair, no none of that stupid shit that y'all females do. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm gonna wait until my baby gets older, like at least a couple months, at least 5 to 6 months, and that's when I probably gonna show my kid. Maybe not, because I don't know, it's just the negativity stuff is just not, you feel me, just I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could handle it. So that's why I decided to change my mind, and I'm not talking about it. I may say some stuff here and there, but I'm not talking fully about my pregnancy. Do not ask me no questions. Like, don't just, I'm gonna ignore everything. Like, don't ask me no questions. Don't ask nothing, because I'm not gonna tell anybody anything. And that's just that on that. One more thing. See, this is why I wrote it down, because I was about to forget it. See? So when I was talking to my mom about it, she was just like, she made me just think like people do be wishing bad on other people, you feel me? And I feel like that was somewhat the case the first time, like, because I wasn't really too excited the first time I ever got pregnant, but it was just like oh wow, like, now I'm about to tell everybody, you know, like, so I did one of those, like, and I was only like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, no, I was only like 6 weeks, and I told everybody, you know, like the whole world. So I felt like people was wishing bad on me. I just felt everything, because the conversation I had with my mom, she just made me realize, like, nah, like, I can't be telling people everything that goes on in my life, which is very much true, because that's how you feel certain things, because people do be wishing bad on you. No matter what you do, people gonna wish bad on you. Like, you could do the best thing, people still gonna wish bad on you. It don't matter what you do. So, and then one more thing I do want to talk about is, like, people swear having kids will stop you from doing what you want to do in life. Like, maybe y'all, like, whoever say that, maybe that's how it was for you. That's how you felt. You felt like you couldn't achieve all the goals you had before you got pregnant or had a kid or whatever. But for me, I don't feel that way. I feel like nothing will ever stop me. Like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it no matter what. Like, whatever's thrown at me, whatever I go through, it don't matter. Like, I have a goal and I have dreams, and I know for a fact I'm gonna achieve everything no matter what happens, no matter how long it takes. Just know I'm gonna get there. So it's like, I have that mentality. So it's like, a kid does not ruin my future. No matter what anybody say, a child does not ruin anybody's future. If you allow it to ruin your future, then that's on you. So I've seen people have kids younger than me who have their own house, a car, don't even work a 9 to 5, is an entrepreneur. Like I know I can't do it, and that's for a fact. Nobody will ever change my mind about that. And that's exactly why I'm not having an abortion, and I'm gonna have my child. And that's just that on that. And whoever feels some type of way, that's on you, honey. That's on you. So that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it took so long. I know I suck at making videos and posting. I already noticed. We went through this. I said it in almost every video. So I know that, but I'm not even gonna say I'm about to get better, because your girl is lazy, okay? Like, I love making videos, but I be lazy sometimes. Like, I be having all the time in the world. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I really do be having all the time in the world. Like, I was just on bed rest for a week, and I still didn't make no video and post or whatever. So this video could have been done, but it's my fault. So hopefully I could get my shit together and make some videos for y'all. So I appreciate everybody who subscribes to my channel, watch my videos, like my videos, and share them. I appreciate y'all. For the people who don't, I still appreciate y'all anyway. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.